Hello!
Good morning.
Welcome to the Sun Dragon Sideshow.
The Adventures of Liz and Rebecca.
Adventures! We're going on an adventure! Yay! In the shop. Hi, I'm Rebecca. I'm the owner of Sun Dragon Art and Fiber. In overcast, hazy, probably gonna rain, Brevard, North Carolina.
I'm Liz. I'm the minion there.
That's what that is. I'm looking in the... I'm like, one's hanging down lower, right there. It's just because there's only one skein of yarn there. It's not hanging down lower, it's just by itself. But we're going to fill all that in today, aren't we?
Yeah.
We got some new Patagonia and some new Zoe refill and new colors of Zoe because it's looking sad over there. Even though I feel like we just got that in. We got Mohair. We'll talk about that later. So, we're getting some things in. We're holding off on other things. August is when I want to talk about that.
Yeah.
It's not August yet. Anyway.
Getting closer, though.
So, anything important on your phone? Or just people...
Reels.
Oh, never mind. That's important, but not now important. Anyway.
Yeah.
If you know, you know. I'm recovering from just trying to get set up and going so we can film before we open. Because I got trapped in my house by a bear today. It was my fault. But I was all ready. It's my own fault, but I got trapped in my house by a bear. He didn't care about me. But, like, when you live out in the woods...
Yeah.
There are bears. And most people have the common sense that when there's a bear outside, you don't go outside. And that's what I was trying to do. But then I was like, I need to get to work. So, okay, let me back up. You see what happened was? I have to get this out before we start. Do you mind? Okay.
No, because, like, we were supposed to be leaving about the same time, and then I get a text going, there's a bear outside my house.
Yeah. So, and, like, unlike I have neighbors who will go outside and take pictures of the bear. I did happen to kind of go half outside and take pictures of the bear, but not because I was like, ooh, how cool, because I was sticking my head out to say, go away. So, you see what happened was, I bring my trash into town to throw away because we don't have trash pickup where I live, and part of that's because of the bears. Like, you don't leave your trash out overnight because the bears will go through it. And, like, when I moved into my house, my dad's like, I'll get you trash cans. And I said, no. The bears will open them up unless you can get me something that is bear-proof. And we've had friends whose bear-proof trash containers have been drug across the yard. So I keep my trash inside. And then I bring it into town, or I bring it to the dump drop-off, right? Either way, what I've gotten into the habit of recently is in the morning, because it's not, overnight and dawn and dusk are usually the times where it's like, be careful and don't put stuff outside that smells yummy. So,
And yummy for a bear smells gross to us, so.
But,
Yeah.
stuff that will smell like food, right? So I've done this several times now. I've been like, okay, I'm packing up to get ready for work. I'll get the trash outside on the porch so I can easily put it in my car and not have it stink up my house. And it's out there for like maybe a half an hour. Tops.
It's a good thing you didn't put it in your car.
Probably. If I'd put it directly in my car. The lesson I've learned is leave it stinking up the house until the moment you're packing up your car to go. Because I put it out on my porch as I'm heating up my coffee and locked my front door again, like my screen door glass part, because that's where the cat likes to push and try to get out. And I got my coffee ready, and I filmed, and I posted, and I'm sitting there with the cat on my lap, and I'm like, okay, cat, you got to get off, because I got to put my shoes on and go to work at the normal time, which is like 8:45. I'm thinking, I should have left a few minutes ago. And as I'm standing up to go walk outside, the cat suddenly goes, what's that? And he's a little noisier than usual. Usually when it's a bear, he's absolutely silent. But He was just like, ooh, and he runs towards and just on the other side of my porch, in my side yard, I look up. It's not a deer, it's a bear with my trash. So the front porch where I put it was over here, where I was viewing the bear was over here. He had already, which means he had been on my porch and had already drug it off to maybe a couple of feet off my driveway. And was starting to rip into it. Was just starting. So this had just happened, right? And I was like, oh no. At first I was like, oh, it's a bear. And then I went, oh. Like when you're around bears enough in the forest, like you know to be cautious of them, but you're also not like, ooh, it's a bear. Ooh, it's like, oh crap. I mean, it was cool, but not. I tried banging on the sliding door. And he didn't even respond. I tried being like, making noise. And he was just like, this is yummy, go away. And I went to the front door to kind of like, and I cracked it open to look out. And he kind of, at one point he might have looked up at me. I don't think his eyesight was that good. But anyway, he looked up and looked at, and he's like,
other things
he had other things
more interested in.
And we're in the area of bears enough that I can be all like, I think it's a juvenile. I can be all knowledgeable. I don't think this is a bear with a cub with mama around somewhere, but I'm still looking behind me just in case as I'm looking around the door to like look at the bear. And he just drug the trash a little further off when I was like, hey, dude, I have to go to work. He just drug it a few more feet further down the hill.
Okay, I'll give you space to
he's
come
like,
out.
He's like, I'm busy. But this is all still happening with less than 50 feet from my car. And I'm not good with distances. But this is, between my house and my neighbor's house. And not far enough away. I'm going to put some pictures at the end here if I remember. Not far enough away that I really feel comfortable loading up my car and going to work. And so I had texted Liz, I think I'm going to have to stay here for a while. And then finally went, he's not going to go anywhere for a while. He is really having fun with my trash. So, which had all my HelloFresh leftovers in it. So I understand why he was having fun with it. So finally I kept looking around and he really was not going anywhere. He was staying with the trash. He was not like, you're a threat to me. He was staying with the trash. So finally I got all my stuff on. I got all of it so I could do it in one trip. I made sure my keys were in my hand before I locked my door to pull shut behind me. Because usually I shut my door and then lock it with the key because I don't want to lock myself out of my house. But I was just like, nope, I'm going to pull it shut. I'm going to open. And of course I'd been booping my car alarm to see if it would scare him off. So when I got to the back of my car where I'm not in visual eyesight of this bear, it's locked. And I had to unlock it. Chuck everything in, go around the far side, look over it, and he kind of looked up like, what? And I got in my car, and I'm like, at least I'm in my car. And I started my car, and it's only when I started my car that he went, maybe I should move along. And he ambled, like, he seriously was doing the, like, he was not like, oh no! Like, Brian had one encounter with a bear at our other house where he ran off and ran up a tree. He must have been even younger when the car alarm got booped. This guy was just like, doop, 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 I'm taking my time. But he was not coming back to the trash. And I sat there for a minute and I FaceTimed Liz to be like, okay, I think he's gone. But I need to do the responsible thing and clean up the trash now that he has left behind.
Because it's going to be everywhere.
Because it's going to be everywhere, and it's going to entice him or another bear to come back. And it smelled horrible. I was like, that's the whole reason I was getting rid of it. It was smelly. So I had to go inside it, unlock my house, go inside, and get a better trash bag, because the trash that was in the bag, like, that was all... He had pried open. I had a thing of frosting that was empty that I put the lid back on and thrown away. And that was the first. It was like following a trail of a crime scene. Like, first there was that on the ground, popped open.
He
and I
left
was like,
because he had to go take a nap after his
right,
sugar
he's
high.
leaving breadcrumbs. So he could
his sugar high from licking out
right?
what was left of the frosting.
And he hadn't pulled everything out of the bag yet. Like, I could pick up the remains of the bag with all the shredded pieces hanging off. And, like, 75% maybe of the trash, maybe more like 50, 60%, was still in the ripped apart bag, and I could dump it in the new bag. Anyway, And then I had to go let people know passing by or outside the house who had randomly, like, just by chance, not been outside when the bear was outside. Let them know that there had been a bear 50 feet away from them a few minutes ago before I came in. Anyway, for anyone who doesn't live in a wooded area like this, that was my fun.
Well, and this area is not just the wooded area, that they have bears in downtown Asheville.
Yeah,
Like,
they do at times, not as often.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
the guy, the workman I was talking about was like, I'm from Asheville. Wait, what? You know, he did not look as like chill with a bear, but he still went about his work. You know, yeah. I mean, Asheville is still close enough to where the bears live that you will see them in the city at times. But yeah, I was not expecting at the time I leave for work to have a bear right outside my window. So, long story long.
you get to see all the bears. I don't get to see them.
Come hang out at my house sometime. Yeah, she says no to that because there's a staircase involved for where well, we could set you up downstairs if you wanted to, but you know. Anyway, so let's get back to knitting and crochet stuff. I'm not crocheting or knitting something for a bear. So, Liz, what are you working on?
Project 199.
She finishes and starts and keeps it right there.
Third in my Dreamy Weave cardigan
So
phase.
this is your favorite. Let's make it out of more materials and see what it looks like.
I keep wanting to play with different
That looks
fibers.
Sorry, I keep like half cutting off your sentences, stomping on your sentences. That looks really cool. So
It's super fun. Like,
what yarn is it?
it is Cumulus dappled. There's the two front edges. So I just
They're
looks
not
really
gonna
cool.
match, and that's okay.
Yeah, like, and I'm okay with it. Like, some of it's doing every row, some of it's doing every 4 rows, some of it's doing every row and just a little bit over.
So
It's
yeah,
actually kind of fun.
The Cumulus. So Cumulus is the really soft cotton with some nylon yarn that we have. That from Juniper Moon. That we have solids. We have the rainbow and the degradé, which change really slowly over the whole ball. Oh, you have one unwound.
Yeah.
That I mean, not wound up.
This is
The Cumulus Dappled, which started off as more of a like stone washed, funky, maybe kind of stripy, is very stripy now. Like all the new colors are super stripy, but not thick stripes.
it's stripy
irregular,
and speckled and
All
irregular
kinds
and I was
So it says dappled, but it's more chunky color, right? Yeah.
Here's my little ball.
Yeah.
that's left.
So
First ball.
that's a really great example of like it just shows off the texture of your sweater so nice.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
really neat.
Loving that.
And what was the name of the sweater again?
I think it's the Dreamy Weave cardigan.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
I did my 3 needle bind off on this, and I tried it on, and it was really short. So I probably will crochet some more.
Do you wanna
can
try it
try it
on for
on.
people right now so they can see how short? I wanna see how short. I know it's gonna be hot. This is
still
like
have
the
sleeves and everything.
stand up and walk away. Is it on sleeve holders or you pick up stitches?
you pick up stitches.
Okay.
So,
Oh, but it's so cute. It'll highlight the girls.
well, that's why I need to add a little bit extra.
So you've learned for next time. Maybe
Learn
make
for
it a little
next
longer.
time. But yeah, so, and then you pick up stitches and
Honestly, like I don't mean to be grabbing
not-
your girls, but like a little
me-
bit of blocking or something a little extra here.
Yeah.
It's not like up here.
yeah, it's
you
not
know,
horribly short,
but a little
something to
longer
keep
for
it-
comfort, right?
Yeah.
It's cute. Look at that. That's gonna be your
it'll
winter.
be my winter coat.
You want to turn around for us? Just pivot. This is a cute dress. Is it new?
It's new.
Look at the new dress. Okay, you can take that off if it's super hot.
It's pretty warm. It's
Yeah.
alpaca wool, alpaca.
Alpaca on wool on alpaca.
Yeah.
So that's
It is Rika, and then
Held with a strand
hand
of-
with a strand of alpaca. So yeah, it's
That's pretty. Look at the pretty.
This-
Look at the pretty. This is one of my new dresses, but it's not as pretty as that because it's one color. It's good for like putting something colorful over it.
I have new pants, but that I'm not gonna
That
be
might
able
be a
to
bit
show
much.
them.
Yeah. Ooh, they're dark and broody. That's really pretty.
They're navy blue batik.
You'll all just have to guess and imagine. Because, yeah, it'd be like me trying to show my socks off going, ah! Okay. So, where's the third one of this? Is that...
Oh. It's in my bag in the back. It's Wizard, and I haven't worked on it in a while.
Okay. So you've got Rika, like really thick, because it's Rika and alpaca held together. And the Wizard is a superwash wool chainette, merino chainette, and this is a cotton chainette. So they're all kind of have different feels to them, which is really, really, really cool.
Yeah.
So let me keep an eye on time. Oh crap, we gotta go soon. So let me show you. Okay, so trying on here. I will start with my try on in case we run out of time. I did indeed over the weekend finish my Goldwing, and you know I told you all that like I'll show you what it looks like pre-blocking and post-blocking. So I haven't blocked it yet because I had to show you all how it fit. So I finished, you know, we decided last Thursday that the sleeve length was probably going to be okay if I did the I-cord bind off where it lay when I tried it on, taking off the dragon that's going to catch the most on this. And then over the weekend, I just got it done. I was like, I can finish this. So, you good. It should be at the size that I should be able to put it on myself.
Just checking.
Not, I got problems, man. But see, look, and it's already really hot. I really do like, the sleeve length is awesome. And it might even get, it's a really little 2-stitch applied I-cord bind off. A little different than how I'm used to doing it, but that's a great length. And if this relaxes a little when I block it,
that'll be
just fine.
Yeah.
Because I'm bigger than I used to be. But it fits. It's beautiful. I love it. I'm very excited that I finished it. And now I have to try to get it off. So oh, I just totally caught one of the strands on one of my rings. But what I will do with that later, I see these guys, I have to like pull to make the little guys pop back out again. I didn't lock any floats between, let me get this off because I'm like sweating. The floats between these guys, which were like 7 stitches or more, I did not lock those because I didn't want it to like peek through. I just kept them really, really loose, which means there will be times when I have to pull them back out again because I have yanked on my float. So like that's a yanked float right there. And that is life. And I can fix that, but later. Because, you know, we're running out of time before the shop needs to open. So, what else? Oh, here's something fun. Oh, I gotta show off my dragon in just a second. Because the dragon, I need to ship him today. I finished him. I need to ship him today. Do you want to grab him?
I'll grab him.
And I wanted to show you all because I got him done. The sea dragon for my niece. This is, I started this last night. It looks like a little doily. It is supposed to be a bucket hat when I'm done with it. Hannah came up with some fun patterns for Zoe for me to try. And this is going to be a bucket hat. I know, it looks funny, right? What?
I was going to say you look like...
Don't. Are you going to make it so I can't wear this hat?
No, it's just right now.
Okay. It hopefully is going to be the right size, and we'll see. And maybe I'll never wear it because...
No, you'll wear it because, like, just right this second.
Just let's continue.
Yeah.
Let's move on. This is my sea dragon. He doesn't have a name, but he, she. I'm going to let my niece name it. But it's kind of lobster looking right now. Look at that with the tail. So this is the cool thing about this pattern, the Sea Dragon pattern by Megan Lapp, who is Crafty Intentions, is you can do different things. You can pick different things, different accessories for like the spine and the arms. And I picked the ones with big wing flippers because a sea dragon, it's kind of like a mermaid. No back legs, but I wanted to have some kind of wing-ish thing on it. There is a little bit of garden wire in the frame of the body, but not on these guys on the sides. Multiple pieces that I sewed together. This is with the Rikurimi Nilly Nilly. And I cracked into a second ball of this darker teal, but because I was using leftovers. I may have been able to do it with one, but I don't know. We got some safety eyes into the shop, and the leftovers from making my project we have put online. Not online. We've put up in the shop. I have not put them online yet. But I used some sparklies for the tail. I used 3 different colors of teal. I am super happy with this. And my niece's birthday was on the 5th, so I have to send it off.
It's time.
It's well past time, but I'm really happy with how he came out. Like, I actually like holding him like this. Be like, da-da, look at the flipperies. Okay, so that was cool. I just heard the choir bells, the college bells, which means it's almost time for us to open. Let me see what else I might want to show y'all. I really haven't worked on my rainbow top. I have worked, but it's not here, on my twofer tank. But honestly, so I got through the first ball to the second ball of the big 150 grams of Compito. I'm only 6 inches past the underarm, though. So it's not really worth showing y'all because it's only an inch longer than the last time I think I held it up. I can't remember where this little guy was, but I am not quite halfway down the foot of my herding cat socks, which are really fun. I need to get back to those. I'm just getting sidetracked and doing too many things. So we got some new yarn in, and this is all I'm going to be able to say, because with my bear story taking up so much time, but I think being very valuable to tell you all. we're out of time. So a couple of the things we got in, we finally got in some mohair that we're hoping will be the replacement from our sugar bush that went out of business a while ago. And the stuff I got online is, so far, from Barocco, we got Ariel, which is their mohair. Like, look at this luscious dark green. I want to say I had to use their pictures to get it online. I had to borrow from Barocco's pictures, and their pictures may not be fully representative. Like, this is a really dark green, and I feel like the picture online is almost more of an emerald green.
Yeah, that's like a really dark blue green. Like,
this is
not
it's called
teal,
seaweed.
but
yeah,
it's got that blue background to it.
And like the deep blue, I think is okay. I only pulled over a couple of colors. We got a gold, we have a fuchsia, and a light pink. The ones I haven't gotten online, but my hope is to get them online today, is they also have Ariel Color, which is a color-changing mohair, which I think is just gorgeous. And the color-changing mohair is all named after artists, so I think that's the coolest thing ever. So, like, this is Da Vinci, and this one is Pizarro, and I think the Degas was one of the ones that was back-ordered, and it's one of the prettiest. This is Kahlo for Frida Kahlo. It's all neutrals and stuff. And, I just think it's so lovely. And I want to work with all of it. And it's really soft and wonderful. And one of the challenges we have is that everybody, like, one of the trends over the past few years has been having a color-changing mohair held with a solid that, like, perfectly matches it. And that is almost impossible. But Barocco has a lot of colors. We only brought in 10 solids, and one of them's back-ordered, of course. But we're trying to have a good palette of colors for everyone who loves the mohair. And I have all kinds of ideas of what I want to do with the mohair, and we'll see, because I have too many projects going. So the other thing is the last thing before we go is we tested these at Christmas time, the West Yorkshire Spinners Signature 4-ply. Which is the British way of talking about fingering weight potentially sock yarn. The Signature 4-ply from West Yorkshire Spinners, which is out of the UK, is superwash wool and nylon. And they say it is a 35% Blueface Leicester, which is a breed of sheep that's pretty much as soft as merino. but a little more durable, I think. And so these are, even though they're not merino, they will be soft, which is really great. And we brought in Christmas colors at Christmas time to see if we liked the yarn. And we like it enough that we have brought in more self-striping and self-patterning yarns. And I decided to start some socks. I'm knitting these on ones, which 1.5s, I mean, which is a 2.5 millimeter, which feels enormous compared to the 2 millimeters, the zeros I've been knitting on. But this is what the Bird series that does the self-patterning will do. It will basically have like a solid color stripe and a jacquard variegated, and then a solid color stripe of another color. And they're really pretty, and I can't wait to make socks out of this. This and the Ariel color, these are all on my list to update online. We just have to see how busy we get or how tired I get. I got one yarn online and I'm really proud of myself. So anyway, we have to go because it is after 10 o'clock. And next time I will try not to be trapped in my house by a bear and get here so we can film more. So we are like within maybe almost like 40 people of having a YouTube sale. YouTube only sale. Like it starts to feel like a year where we're at 1964 subscribers. What a good year. Not yet up to my birth year, but So please consider, if you haven't already,
like, subscribe, ring the bell, all the fun stuff.
all the fun stuff. And virtual sit and stitch, as always, will be on Tuesdays from 7 to 8 p.m. We had a good crowd of recent regulars and people we haven't seen in a while, and all that, and good and new people, all the good stuff. Not good people. Everyone's fun and good when they come. So that you get into on Zoom with the shop phone number
828-877-3550.
And we will see y'all later. Contact the shop for anything that we don't have online yet if you have questions.